Okay guys, so today we have Ja-Vair birth chart going down today, my friends. Once again, we're going to include my wife's birth chart and mine, and we're going to do synastry astrology so that everyone can get a whole understanding of my environment plus their own. Because my environment is my wife and kids, and your guys' environments is whatever your sign is. Okay? And then the person I'm doing synastry for, their environment is them. You guys can develop more of an understanding by understanding what my perspective is about my surroundings, and then that'll give you guys a better understanding of what your perspective of your surroundings are through me. So just think of me as a kaleidoscope. That's all I'm doing is guiding. I'm guiding to help with understanding of yourself. Okay? So my sun sign is a Scorpio. Ja-Vair's sun sign is Taurus. Ja-Vair's sun sign is Pisces. Pisces is supercharged spiritual. Scorpio is spiritual when they want to be, and then they're aggressive when they want to be. Pisces is whatever they want. They're amazing characters. Jazz has Venus and Mars in Pisces. She's understanding everything, becoming everything, and she's one with herself. So there's that. Okay. That's for sun. And Taurus, her Taurus sun is laid back, calm, no judgment, patient, loving, nurturing, gifting. Taurus is really good with gifts, and they're really good with their nose. They can smell the best foods, cook the best foods, that's how that works. Okay? Ja-Vair, you know something about that, bro, because your moon's in Taurus. So my moon is in Leo, Jazz's moon is also in Leo, so we're prideful. And your moon is in Taurus. So you're loving and you're constantly considering yourself. Okay? Because your moon is your emotional self, the way you depict yourself, okay? So your emotional self is stable, grounded, at peace. Very zen. Okay. Your rising, Ja-Vair, is in Taurus. My rising is in Gemini, and Jazz's rising is also in Gemini. Okay, so our big threes, they are not super similar, but our suns are similar. So if you were to think about the rest of our big three, moon and rising, our moons and risings would not very well identify with each other. I'm sure you felt the way I was explaining it didn't really feel like it had a structure, roots, because it's a wavy, communicative interaction, generally speaking. Okay? Mercury, Ja-Vair, your Mercury is in Pisces. My Mercury is in Libra, and Jazz's Mercury is in Taurus. I didn't want to say that in a sense because I don't want there to be a vibe like, oh, that means that we can't be cool. No, that's not how it means. What it means is that we can be cool, but you're gonna be more intelligent mentally, emotionally than us. Because we're gonna miss a lot of stuff that's really important that we just dropped, and it was almost intentional, but it was an accident. It's like, dude, and you'd come up to us and be like, dude, why'd you drop that? Why'd you drop the ball? I don't know. And you're like super like emotional, taking that Taurus vibe, that Taurus ascendant Taurus vibe. Like, dude, you did something wrong. And that's your vibe. And we're like, I don't know. Yeah, we did something wrong, but we don't really understand why. It's okay. We're sorry, and we'll try to, praise you and make you feel better and stuff. Okay, so Mercury. My Mercury's in Libra. Jazz's Mercury's in Taurus. And your Mercury, Ja-Vair, is in Pisces. So you're gonna be able to communicate with Jazz really well because Mercury is a communication planet. Jazz has Taurus and Mercury. Okay, so you guys have really good communication skills together. But me, on the other hand, I'm kind of just measuring everything out. So I might forget to say something because I was thinking about it too much. Because Libra has a tendency to get inside of their own head all the time and lose perspective of what's going on. Okay? It happens often. And it can kind of frustrate people, especially people with more, let's be physically there, present, and emotionally present types of people. With people like that, it's a little bit more frustrating because it's like, dude, you should know how you feel. But it's like, bro, I have to figure out exactly how I want to feel. So there's a completely different vibe. I want to know how you feel. That's the air and water, or earth and water. And then the air and fire is like, I haven't made a decision yet. Talk to me in a second, you know? Mostly Libra, though. Libra is mostly that type of person. Libra is mostly that type of, just give me one more minute type of person. When communicating, I would know. I get reprimanded a lot for not coming up with the decision right away because I don't do that. I don't like doing that. It makes me uncomfortable. So next we have Venus. My Venus is in Libra. Ja-Vair's Venus, bro, yours is in Aquarius, which could explain how our communication is when we're really excited about something to learn, to insert into our hearts and our minds. That's when we're able to communicate. Because it's like, okay, I have an idea. My Venus is in Libra. You have an idea. Your Venus is in Aquarius. So I'm like wondering what to do. And then you as Aquarius, you're like, dude, it's an easy answer, bro. Pick that one. And I'm like, okay. Just walk over there, dude, you know, kind of vibe. Okay. And, you know, you pull me on my comfort zone and be like, hey, come over here and do this with me. And be like, okay. Spirit has led me by hearing you say that. And I don't have to think anymore. I use spirit a lot when it comes to being led. And Jazz's Venus is in Pisces. Spiritual Pisces. So Jazz has this Pisces that is spiritual and comforting for me. And I would assume that because she can be whatever sign she wants, I would assume that she would be a sign that would support me and then be able to talk to you through her true sign, because she could be all signs and one. That's it. That's how Pisces is. They're everything and one more. Okay? They're the 12th sign. Not the 13th, not the 11th. They're the 12th one. Okay? So they're all 11 signs and their own sign, which is water. Okay? So they're predominantly water, but they can be whatever else. Like Yun Sung on Mortal Kombat. Like, he could be any of the other fighters, but he's still himself. Okay? So, for Mars, the same. Okay? Jazz is Pisces, also, still. Well, that's what I meant by the same. My Mars is in Aries, and your Mars is in Taurus, Ja-Vair. So, your Mars, Ja-Vair, is more laid back and chill, while my Mars is more just explosive. Just extremely explosive ideas, explosive thoughts and feelings and vibrations. So it might throw you off a little bit because Taurus is stable, structured, very strong, like horse blinders kind of vibes. You understand? Okay. So around an Aries, that's going to be a little frustrating. Because Aries doesn't really care, like, why have blinders? Okay, but my wife, her Mars is in Pisces. So you guys would be able to communicate through Mars better because she would be really passionate about an idea. Aries is really passionate about actions. Taurus is really passionate about being Zen. Okay? So you can see how the ideas and being Zen could culminate, and then the action part doesn't necessarily culminate. It doesn't culminate, but it's fine. Because you need to have everything in life to have that structure. You know, that's what we all ideally are searching for, is a structure of existence, of life, of spirit, of light. That's what we all need, is that structure to grow, that emotional idea, that plant of patient, idle focus. Okay? It's awesome. Zen is the thing, man. That's what really gets us there. Okay, so Jupiter, Ja-Vair's Jupiter is in Aries. Cool, bro. Like, mine is in Gemini. Jazz's is in Cancer. Okay, so for Jupiter, when thinking about growth, well, Aries is going to get everything done, finished, and then come back to you and be like, hey, I did this and this, and look at how awesome I am, right? And then you have Jupiter and Gemini, who's gonna be like, okay, I see this, and I see this, and that, and then they'll come back and be like, hey, look at all this stuff I saw. Look at all these things I learned. Look at how I am growing. You know, that's how Gemini speaks. And then we have Jupiter and Cancer, which speaks more like, look at how much I love. Look at who I take care of. Look at what I've been doing with my life. Look at my love. You know? So those are different vibes. Obviously, looking at my love isn't going to have much to do with, look at all this stuff I have. Look at me. 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 But Cancer Jupiter is more like, look at all I have to offer you. I am offering all of this. This is my plate I'm offering you. It's a feast type of vibe. But you don't want a feast if you're always moving, right? You just want to explain what you did, take off. Explain what you did, explain what you're doing, take off. That's how Jupiter, Gemini, all the fire and air signs are. They just do what they do, man. Okay? And Jupiter. So next we have Saturn. We have the same Saturn, bro. I have Saturn Sagittarius and so do you, which is cool. So we're both the types of people to be preacher-esque. Okay, we're gonna be preacher-esque people. Inevitably. We're always... Ja-Vair, you and I are both preacher people. We have a tendency to just preach the truth and just tell people how it is. And then hopefully everything becomes more open for everyone. Okay, Sagittarius is a teacher. Okay, and yeah, I definitely associate Sag with a preacher for sure. So for work, I believe you're in the right place, my friend. You're definitely in the right place. And the way your personality is structured, I think that you're doing a beautiful job. And thank you. And I hope you have a blessed day, man. And I hope everyone else has a blessed day too. And thank you so much for blessing me with the opportunity to be here. And blessings.